how my optimism helps me overcome obstacles. Pessimism is one of humankind's most debilitating factors that incurs little more than the ultimate destruction of one's thoughts and dreams. That's right, this seemingly harmless, rain-on-your-parade attitude precedes thousands upon thousands of suicidal deaths every year. Acting as a plague, pessimism ravages the hearts and minds of those who are easily influenced, and it can even cast aspersions upon the most headstrong of individuals. With no doubt in my mind, the judges and the audience will question my initial approach by bringing up the question, why did he begin a speech based upon optimism by explaining the horrible and depressing effects of pessimism? To answer this question, I believe that optimism and pessimism have taken asserted roles and are viewed in a dualistic state. You can't have one without the other, and whenever one acts, the other reacts. Dualism is essentially the battle between good and evil. So pessimism is the destructive force that drives against optimism. There is a natural tug of war that goes on between these two forces, and humankind is left to decide which side of the road they will tug upon. Thus far, I managed to evade the problem, and I suppose that it's about time that I elaborate on the subject. My optimism helps me overcome all sorts of obstacles in my life because I allow it to. And it's the only way in which I can be productive. You see, without positive thinking, society becomes a dull and unprosperous place. With no one to aspire to revolutionize the way we think or even to display a small grain of courtesy, common laborers and white-collar executives alike would be left to roam, unhappy and unsatisfied for the rest of their days. How does optimism inspire us to achieve goals in such powerful ways? It works the same way that pessimism uses its tenacity to discourage us from rising against new challenges and daring to experience new things. As you can clearly see, optimism is definitely the better alternative when it comes to one's philosophies. Personally, optimism has allowed me to triumph over many academic obstacles that I have come in contact with in the past. My optimism is what drives me to participate in this very challenge, and no doubt it is what drives my competitors to do the same. I dare say that optimism is what drove our founding fathers to create a nation in which its citizens could stand proud and free. Who in their right mind would choose a poor and ineffective philosophy like pessimism? I, for one, believe that this great inhibition has cursed our society for long enough. What further havoc awaits us from dwelling in the mindset of nothing but bitter and fruitless thoughts? I believe that if our culture followed a pessimistic attitude, then our future would become destitute and bleak. Oh, but think of the ways that we could grow if we adopted the wonderful qualities of optimism into our societies. I believe that our world would be able to prosper in ways that we once thought of to be impossible. Optimism can be viewed as one of the world's greatest motivators. And if we all took upon just a fraction of the motivation that it offers us, think of the wonderful ways in which we could benefit the human race. Thank you.